Reflexive, demonstrative, and indefinite pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. This type of pronouns are used when the subject of a sentence performs an action on itself. For instance, in the sentence most consultants are selling themselves implies that many consultants are primarily focused on promoting and presenting themselves in a favorable way, rather than providing valuable services or solutions to their clients. Each personal pronoun has a corresponding reflexive pronoun. In the case of you is divided in two types of reflexive pronoun. One is yourself, when we want to refer to a singular, and yourselves, when we want to refer to a plural form. In addition to the reflexive use, reflexive pronoun can also be used for emphasizes. Here's an example. Unfortunately, I myself didn't have this chance. In this sentence, the speaker is emphasizing that they personally didn't have the chance, rather than somebody else. They could have simply said, unfortunately, I didn't have this chance, but by adding myself, they are putting extra emphasis on the fact that it was specifically them who missed out. Reciprocal pronouns. They are similar in use to reflexive pronoun, but instead of referring back to the subject, they express a mutual relation between two or more parties. For example, in the sentence we always speak French to each other, the reciprocal pronoun each other is used to show that the speakers are engaged in mutual exchange of speech. This means that both parties are speaking French to each other and they are both receiving and giving information in this exchange. Demonstrative pronouns. These are words used to point out or identify specific people, place, or thing. The four demonstrative pronouns in English are this, that, this, and those. When used a pronoun this, it refers to a singular object or person near the speaker. For example, this is my favorite book. That is also a singular demonstrative pronoun, but it refers to an object or person that is farther away. For example, there is a beautiful flower across the street. These and those are plural demonstrative pronouns that refer to multiple objects or people near or far away from the speaker. For example, these are my shoes is referring to the plural form, but shoes are near the speaker. Contrary to those are the mountains we climbed last summer, that those is referring to mountains what is far away of him.
Also, demonstrative pronouns are not usually used to refer to humans, but there are some exceptions. For example, to introductions that can be used in introduction. For example, Danny, this is my friend Sarah, or in phone conversations, as for example, hi, this is Larry. Then there are indefinite pronouns, which are those to refer to people or things in general, or in the indefinite way. For example, somebody or everything, anyone. Those are some kind of compound pronouns. These that are formed by combining a basic pronoun with an indefinite pronoun. Let's take a look at the example. I have brought something from you from Dr. Fisher, which is the pronoun is something, which is combining the suffix some with thing that is a noun. Then there are the quantifying pronouns, which express a quantity or amount of something, and they can function as both determiners and pronouns. Let's take a look at the example. Some of the students pass the exam, meaning that not all the students, but a few. Moreover, most quantifying pronouns are followed by of, and a definite noun phrase to indicate the quantifying quantity of something. For example, some of the cake. And last but not least, the pronoun one, which can replace a countable noun that has been mentioned before or is inferred from the context. For example, one replaces a singular noun or once replaces a plural noun. Let's take a look at example. For example, an artist cannot fail if it is success to be one. Or the other one, you can test out the colors but tonight and find which ones are the best. We can see in colored red that the nouns that are being replaced by one or ones. Notice that unlike other indefinite pronouns, one and ones can follow a determiner or a semi-determiner. For example, the one, those ones, another one. They can even follow an adjective, the latest one. In fact, one is best seen as replacement for a noun rather than for the whole noun phrase. Also, there is a generic one, one's or oneself. One is also used as a generic pronoun, referring to a people in general. In its use, one is singular and has no plural form. However, it has a possessive form, one's, and a reflexive form, oneself. For example, one doesn't raise taxes with enthusiasm.